Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Let's go start now. WWE Chief Content Officer Triple H and Stephanie McMahon have been together for nearly 25 years. A former superstar recently addressed his relationship with the billion-dollar princess, disclosing why he avoided talking to her around the game. Stevie Richards joined the Stamford-based company in mid-1999. He spent nearly 9 years as an active competitor before he was released from his contract. In a recent episode of The Stevie Richards Show, the former hardcore champion recalled Stephanie McMahon becoming the head of creative. He disclosed that she never handed him a promo, produced, or directed any of his matches. However, he stated that she was always courteous to him. He pointed out that she would greet him and ask him what he was doing. Although Richards usually had a small chat with Stephanie, he avoided doing so when Triple H was with her. He explained that the game never gave him a good vibe. Stevie Richards recalled how the WWE locker room noticed Triple H and Stephanie McMahon's romance. In the same episode of The Stevie Richards Show, the former WWE star recalled how Stephanie McMahon's reaction to Triple H getting injured during his match against Mick Foley at Royal Rumble 2000 made the locker room realize they were together. Richards disclosed that the billion-dollar princess was extremely worried about the current WWE Chief Content Officer. Stephanie McMahon recently stated on her new show, Stephanie's Places, that she is still very much in love with her husband after 25 years of being together. Ahmed Hamdi is an Egyptian journalist with a decade of experience in sports journalism, specializing in pro wrestling and football. Hamdi kicked off his career as a sports reporter for Al Aram Weekly. He then became a producer/reporter for Mal Masr TV program on the Egyptian channel On TV. In the following years, Hamdi worked as a reporter for several international news outlets, including Deutsche Welle, Germany, As Safir, Lebanon, and Al Monitor, USA. In 2014, Hamdi joined leading Egyptian newspaper Al Masri Al Yawm, where he is now a senior sports editor. In addition to all that, the Egyptian also worked as a sports editor for Sport 360 and feature writer for Mansour.com. Hamdi has covered several sports events throughout the past few years, including WWE's tour in Egypt and the 2019 African Cup of Nations. The experienced journalist joined Sportskeeda's pro wrestling feature writers team in early 2021. Since then, his work has managed to get millions of reads. Ex-WWE star avoided talking to Stephanie McMahon around Triple H. Says the game never gave him a good vibe. In the often intense world of professional wrestling, backstage politics and personal relationships can shape careers just as much as in-ring talent. Recently, a former WWE superstar opened up about his uneasy experiences working around WWE's top power couple, Triple H and Stephanie McMahon, during his time with the company. In a candid interview, the ex-WWE star revealed that he deliberately avoided interacting with Stephanie McMahon whenever Triple H was nearby, stating that the game never gave him a good vibe. While the former superstar refrained from direct personal attacks, his words painted a picture of discomfort and mistrust, particularly when Triple H, real name Paul Levesque, was present. According to the wrestler, whose identity has not yet been revealed publicly but is speculated among fans to be someone from the mid-2000s roster, the dynamic backstage environment influenced many of his decisions, including who he felt comfortable confiding in or even casually speaking to. Stephanie was always polite, but the second Hunter came around, the vibe shifted. I couldn't explain it back then, and I still can't now. Something about him just made me want to keep my distance, the former WWE star revealed during a recent podcast appearance. He went on to say that while many wrestlers viewed Triple H as a mentor and a gateway to greater opportunities within WWE, he couldn't shake the feeling that interactions with the game came with unspoken strings attached. There were guys who would swear by him, say he gave them the best advice, helped them get pushes, or even saved their careers. But for me, he felt more like a gatekeeper than a guide. It's no secret that Triple H holds significant sway within WWE. As the company's chief content officer and former head of NXT, Levesque has long been considered the architect behind many modern-day WWE success stories. From launching the careers of current main eventers to reinvigorating the WWE product through his creative leadership, Triple H has received widespread praise from many corners of the wrestling industry. But this former superstar's account serves as a reminder that not everyone saw Triple H in the same light. Greater than I remember once, after a match, I went to thank Stephanie for something she said to me a few days prior about staying confident in the ring. Hunter walked up in the middle of it, and the whole tone changed. It went from a quick, friendly chat to this awkward silence. I just nodded and walked away. The wrestler emphasized that he never had a personal conflict with Triple H, but always felt a tension he couldn't quite define. Some have speculated that the issue may have stemmed from creative frustrations, political missteps, or simply clashing personalities backstage, an all-too-common reality in WWE's competitive environment. The ex-WWE talent also noted that his attempts to approach Triple H about his own character direction or future plans were usually met with vague responses or non-committal nods. Greater than you'd hear these stories about other guys having long talks with him, going over character work, storylines, and all that. But whenever I tried, it was like I was invisible. He just didn't engage. Maybe I wasn't part of his vision. Maybe I rubbed him the wrong way early on. I don't know, but I stopped trying after a while. While not all former WWE stars share the same sentiment, this isn't the first time someone has spoken about the behind-the-scenes hierarchy and political navigation required to thrive in the company. Over the years, others have echoed similar feelings, especially during the transition period when Triple H began assuming more creative control from Vince McMahon. Still, many former and current stars have gone on record defending Triple H's leadership style. Superstars like Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, and Rhea Ripley have praised him for giving them creative freedom and believing in their abilities. Even those who were let go or left the company voluntarily have acknowledged the professionalism Triple H brought to the table. But as with any powerful figure, not every interaction is universally positive. Wrestling fans have taken to social media to dissect the former superstar's comments. Some view them as an honest expression of how complicated WWE's backstage environment can be, while others argue that the wrestler may be projecting blame for a stalled career. Still, the admission about avoiding Stephanie McMahon, specifically because of Triple H's presence, is an intriguing angle. It suggests not only a sense of unease around Triple H, but a possible missed opportunity to build a stronger professional connection with Stephanie, who herself has played major roles in WWE's branding and creative over the years. Greater than it wasn't about disrespecting her. Stephanie was always approachable, sharp, confident, and friendly. But when they were together, it was like stepping into a room where you didn't belong. That's how it felt, so I just stopped stepping in. This revelation adds yet another layer to the complex legacy of Triple H, not just as a wrestling icon and executive, but as a towering presence in the locker room whose reputation could, at times, be intimidating even without overt confrontation. As for the former WWE star, he's since moved on to other ventures, including appearances in independent wrestling and dabbling in acting. While he insists he holds no grudges and has nothing personal against either Triple H or Stephanie McMahon, his words reflect the kind of honest reflection that comes from years of hindsight. Greater than at the end of the day, WWE was an amazing platform. I learned a lot, grew a lot, and I'll always respect the business. But yeah, I wish things had been different. Maybe if I'd gotten a better vibe from Hunter, I would have felt more confident about sticking around. With Triple H now firmly in control of WWE's creative direction and vision for the future, stories like this are a stark reminder that not every star's journey in WWE was paved with mentorship and support. For some, it was a game of survival, and not everyone felt like they were given a fair shot to play. Let me know if you'd like this styled more like a news post, fan blog, or for YouTube narration.